Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly.
Perfect.
Okay, so I want to get right to this video. It's going to be a little different. And the only reason why I'm doing this quick voiceover is because I want to give context. But I want to get right to this video because this is crazy. I am going to confess, I started not to make this video. I started not to publish it because this is another example of me not at my best. One of the things you're going to see in this video is it's going to be clear that I have trained at a non-towered airport, and you're going to see what issues I have based on that training, and what is going to be on full display. So let's get right to it.
First thing I want to do while I let this engine warm up is KPNE ATIS is 121.15. Don't have to worry about clearance yet. Ground 121.7 and tower equals 126.9. All right, so I now have ground in there. We have information Charlie 121.7 ground and then 126.9 for tower. All right, so one of the things I want to do is want to get out here, do my run up and get ready to get out. All right, so I got my radios, navs are set, ATIS, ASOS is copied, flight instruments. All right, so let's make sure I check everything here. So oil temp is coming up, oil pressure looks good, got plenty of fuel. All right
is right. So the chaos is about to ensue. And again, what is going to show up in this video is the fact that I did all of my training at a non-tower
northwest
airfield,
departure.
and you're going to see a complete taxiway meltdown.
All right, so I should be 121.7. Cool. Northeast ground. Archer 3576 Mike.
Archer 3576 Mike, northeast ground.
Northeast ground, Archer 3576 Mike with information Charlie at the Legacy ramp, making a ready to taxi for a northwest departure.
Archer 76 Mike, roger, runway 24, intersection Juliet departure, taxi via Alpha 3, Alpha Golf, taxi via Alpha 3, Alpha 4, cross runway 33 at Alpha 4, continue via Charlie Golf, Juliet.
I have no idea what she just said.
Okay, runway 24 Juliet, Alpha 3 at Alpha 33, Alpha 4, Charlie Golf, Juliet.
Now you may be asking yourself, did I study the taxi diagram before I called? Yes, but for some reason I just went into brain freeze.
Alpha
and Archer 76 Mike, you're going to exit the ramp at taxiway Alpha 3, make a left turn on taxiway Alpha, right turn on taxiway Alpha 4, and then cross runway 33 at Alpha 4.
I'm really struggling for some reason.
Okay, so this is my first time. I'm going to request a progressive taxi just to be safe.
Archer 76 Mike, roger, exit the ramp at taxiway Alpha 3, left turn on taxiway Alpha, then right turn on taxiway Alpha 4. I'll give you further instructions from there.
Okay, Alpha 3, left turn on Alpha, right turn on Alpha 4, and I'll come back to you for 3576 Mike.
And I was so thankful she was patient with me.
All right, as you can hear, all right, let me check my brakes. Brakes checked. All right, so you can hear that was a lot. So I asked for a progressive taxi because I've never done that before. So I just want to make sure that I am not doing something stupid. So
and I'm not going to lie, I felt like an idiot.
So we're going to go left onto Alpha 3 to Alpha.
One of the main problems that I had, and the reason why I got so confused, is I looked at the taxi diagram, but for some reason I just got so confused Also, I just don't do a lot of taxiing to that particular runway. Normally I go right to 33, it's right there to the right, and I'm all good. But that's the thing about, getting complacent with things.
So,
Roger 76 Mike, do you see Alpha 4 up ahead of you there?
affirm for 76 Mike.
Roger 76 Mike, make the right turn on taxiway Alpha 4, and then you're going to cross runway 33 at Alpha 4.
All right, cross runway 33 at Alpha 4 for 76 Mike.
One of the most important things that I learned about this is humbling myself. I had to confess that I really didn't know what was happening,
clear
what
left,
she was
clear right.
saying, and I had to reach out for help. And yes, that is something hard to do sometimes, but sometimes you have to humble yourself and you have to reach out and ask for help.
Roger 76 Mike, then you're going to make a left turn onto a taxiway Charlie.
Left on the taxiway Charlie for 3576 Mike.
I have to keep reminding myself to expect the unexpected and just know that I'm still learning. Just because I have a license doesn't mean I know everything.
76 Mike, take taxiway Charlie down to taxiway Golf, and then make a right turn on taxiway Golf, left turn taxiway Juliet.
All right, down to taxiway Charlie. Please repeat for 76 Mike.
76 Mike, you're going to take Charlie down to taxiway Golf.
Okay.
And then make a right turn on taxiway Golf, left turn taxiway Charlie. Correction, left turn on taxiway Juliet.
Okay, going to take Charlie down to Golf, make a right, and then down to taxiway Juliet.
So one of the things I want you guys to think about when you're in your next airline or when you're taxiing, just how much it's important to taxi that it is to fly.
All right, you can see I'm struggling here a little bit, but that's all right.
And I'm really talking, really trying to encourage myself, because remember, I still gotta fly. so I'm really talking encouragement to myself, because I can't give up now, because this is the beginning of the trip. I haven't gotten to the runway yet to even take off.
All right, so this is down to Charlie. And then we got to go down to Juliet.
So if you look off to the right there, just over top of the camera, that building, that's the control tower. So that's the person, they're probably in there watching me taxi through this situation, and I'm just so grateful for her patience. So whoever was in the tower, and if you remember somebody really struggling to taxi one day, couple weeks ago, that would be me. And I just want to send out such a huge thank you for your patience, your guidance, and just your willingness to work with me through this first time taxiing to that particular runway. I learned a lot from you, and I learned a lot about really being prepared for taxiing to a runway that I'm not used to taking off at. So I really appreciate your high level professionalism. You really helped me out. So just wanted to say thank you. Okay, so as I'm making these final turns, I'm seeing the end of this journey, and it's interesting. The focus of all of these videos for the last almost 2.5 years has all been about flying. But who knew that I would ever have a situation where one of the most important videos I've probably posted to this site is about taxiing to the runway. And you'd be surprised at how many times runway incursions happen. You've probably heard things on the news. So I didn't want to post this video, but I had to, because of just how important that issue of taxiing and runway incursions are.
And Northeast Ground, this is 3576 Mike. I am here. Thank you so much for your help.
Roger 76 Mike, no problem. Hold short of runway 24 at Juliet and contact tower when you're ready for departure.
Roger, Wilco. All right, you can see this has been very, very interesting already. Whew, Lord have mercy. So it's the first time I've been to runway 24 and 6. And so you can see it was a lot of interesting issues with the taxi, and so I just did the best I could there. And you know, she threw a lot at me. It was like Alpha to Alpha 3 to Alpha to left on Romeo to Juliet to, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I should have studied that taxi diagram a little bit better. I think I did. It's just hearing it and doing it's just like, wow, that was a lot. That was a whole lot. So I freely admit that I was a little bit overwhelmed. And that's why, you know, you got to do this progressively, because you get to busier airports and it's the taxi instructions are even more.
And what I was going to say is, you know, it gets more difficult, and you know, as you get to larger airports, and you know, the taxiing instructions are even more complicated, where you're crossing multiple runways, and you know, there are other places where there's known runway incursions and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I saw this as an amazing lesson, because those are all the types of things where if you get complacent, really bad things can happen.
R76 Mike, wind 1803, runway 24 Juliet, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, 43576 Mike. All right. All right, let's go.
Cap 37,
So
15,
as I turn to take off here, I just ask that you all be gentle with me. Know that, yes, I made some mistakes here, and, you know, I definitely could have done some things better. But, you know, like I said, I started not to produce this video. I started not to publish it because I know I leave myself open, you know, to scrutiny. But you know what? That's okay, because that's what this whole YouTube channel is about. It's about being transparent and showing, you know, all aspects of my journey. And so one of them is making this transition from untowered fields to tower fields, and that's why I specifically have decided to do some training at Northeast Philadelphia Airport. So with that, Russ Kid, Russ can fly. I'm out. Peace.